Remember, you're just a bush. They can't see you if you don't move. I don't think you can really take that down. Just putting on a ghillie suit does not make you invisible. It definitely takes some analysis of the terrain you're going into, or you just decide to put on a ghillie suit and ride it in. Typically, the ghillie suit will be packed in and you get dropped off. You'll have rubber bands or hair ties tied to your ghillie suit that when you get to the environment and you can actually analyze the type of vegetation that's in your area, you can take that vegetation out and tie it onto your ghillie suit to provide extra camouflage. Just being in a ghillie suit and laying down isn't the right answer. You actually need to take vegetation and add it to your ghillie suit. The way night vision works is even if it's pitch dark, it's still gonna be dark as shit in there. You're gonna have trouble seeing.
You ever hit something with your nods on? I got a nod right in the ball of my eye. Hit a tree branch, and that thing shoved right into my ball. I couldn't open my eye for about 20 minutes. I was just walking through the woods.
Oh, dude, the woods is the worst thing because I mean, you have that depth perception, that issue with the nods. So when you're looking through, everything past like whatever you zero it at is like, you know, just a blur. If I look at my hand under nods, it's completely blurry. So sometimes a tree branch is just thin enough to where you can't see it, and it just comes in, sneaks under your eye pro, and just stabs you right. I don't understand. There's not really a formation going on, gentlemen.
Yeah, they're kind of just like all scraggly, bunched up, you know?
Yeah, typically types of formations during patrolling are dictated by terrains.
You'd be surprised at what little visibility there can be out in the woods at night, especially if there's no moon. I've had guys in training situations that just walk right by me, you know, like 2-3 feet away.
Surprised they don't have any night vision on right now.
Well, these are Marines, so they probably just discovered night vision. They got one night vision between the whole platoon.
Yeah. Hey, let me borrow that. A bolt action in an urban environment, I'm gonna try to post up somewhere just because that is gonna be, my follow-on shots are gonna take a lot longer to do just because I have to work that bolt action. And then also, you know, I've limited ammo capacity.
Yeah. In training we did what's called a hey-ho, which is high altitude, high opening.
Yeah.
You open high, but you have a lot of traveling distance that you can cover.
You pretty much infill undetected with a parachute.
Couple of miles, you can get a couple miles distance on that thing. Now, when we did it out in Arizona for training, we had the wind against us. We were walking for a long time back to the drop zone.
I've never been on a ship. I don't have a lot of exposure to naval operations as far as just like landing and taking off those carriers. I mean, I know people that have, you know, grandfathers that have fought in World War II and they said, or even just pilots in the family, and they're like, the hardest thing they've ever had to do is land on one of those carriers at nighttime.
Large facility, yeah. Little IR laser, only visible under night vision. That was one of my favorite toys to play with. Having the night vision on, having the IR laser, you just point it somewhere. What are you looking at? That over there.
Nighttime's way easier than daytime. You would think it'd be the opposite, but your communication is all with laser. Now you have to consider whether if you're fighting a first world country or a developed fighting force, they have night vision too.
Yeah, when I was in Iraq, 90% of what I did, we did at night. Sleep during the day, get prepped, get ready to go about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, have some dinner, then you get ready to go, and you're going about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Sleep, work out, rinse and repeat.
Oh, what is that? Is that a double shotgun? Oh, it is. The barrel rotates, so it's like a Gatling shotgun. Oh, that's got to be like, what, 15, 20 pounds in each hand?
How hard would it be to fire with one shotgun in one hand?
Oh my God.
The recoil, that's too hard.
Yeah, you got almost no control. It's hard enough to do one with 2 hands, but you got one with each hand.
I would just do it at the shooting range, but I feel like that's too dangerous to even just try for fun.
Right, yeah, just to try it out maybe, I don't know.
That's interesting, because I know like from an infantry standpoint, it's like every time we're engaging targets, we're taught, you know, center mass, always shoot center mass. Don't try to shoot penges, don't go for headshots because it's a smaller target. That's very interesting how you guys actually go for the cockpit versus the plane itself. I mean, it's a smaller target, but once you hit that, it's kind of like the T-zone here. Fast roping in. Oh, that rope ended quite quickly.
That's okay, he's got strong knees. Did you ever do any fast roping?
Oh, tons, man.
Okay, never did for me, no.
Yeah, that's every year. Every year we have to qualify on
okay.
and do elevators.
Captain Price, any luck in Afghanistan?
I love how he's just talking in his Peltor with just one single long whip on him, and he's talking to a dude in a different country. Let's take a look at his gear. Rolling chest rig, 3. He only has 2 magazines on him with 4 magazines. Let's see what you got, buddy. Oh, he's taking SSE. Look at that. He's taking pictures. So after pretty much we've established a foothold and gained control of an objective, we'll go into the next phase of the operation, which is SSE, which is pretty much gaining sensitive items and taking pictures, making sure all the weapons are accounted for. And this This is actually a lengthy process or time-consuming process because you got to gather everything. You got to scrub every single room of the house. You need to make sketches of it. You need to take pictures of it. And everybody has a job. So typically team leaders are going to be in charge of the sketches and the pictures, and all the privates and all the tabs are going to basically rip these rooms apart and look for anything they can find to basically build a profile on the person we're going after. That way the CIA can actually charge them. This also utilizes a gas piston, correct, right?
It's got a gas piston in it. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, this baby, no matter how many rounds I put through it, it was clean.
Another good advantage of the piston system, especially this thing, because it's so chunky inside that it can run and run and run and run.
Yeah, it's a hoolie tool. Oh no, it's a hinge ripper and a hoolie tool. Look at that. Very cool. Good piece of equipment.
Yeah.
That thing for mechanical breaching, you can breach a lot.
We've seen that. Yeah, they use that a little bit in the clean house mission, I think.
Yeah, they do. So typically one person would carry that hoolie tool, which is what we just saw on his back, and another person would carry a sledgehammer because the two are used in conjunction with each other. Now the other guy was using another hoolie tool, so that's not the most practical thing because you need two to tango.
Look, he bought the skin. Okay, he's gonna
just
use
bought
it.
the skin.
The deceleration, even in full afterburner, when you hit the end of the catapult and it's not dragging you along anymore, you're actually like thrown forward a little bit just due to like you slammed on a brakes in a car on the highway.
Ah, damn, dude. That sounds like a ridiculous experience.
I need to kill the guy that has the cruise ship missile where they can kill like my friends on the boat, and I know I'm gonna take
Sacrifice one, save 1,000, essentially.
Yeah, it's for the greater good.
Man, that's crazy.
Some Wright hawking this chemical.
Make sure they're dead, man.
Yeah, man, you don't want to pass them in that line of advance.
Make sure to clear that truck still, even though there's a fire mission. What they're doing right now is what's known as a BDA, so it's like a battle damage assessment. It's just clearing through the objective that just got hit, and you're confirming the effects on target, and you're setting up those numbers just so they can, you know, do we have to hit it again, or do we need to just continue pushing?
To mercy killing. Put him out of his misery. Being burned, worst way to go, Cameron, than getting burned, maybe drown.
Drowning. That's scary.
It can be shot as a handgun if you needed to. Now you basically create a shoulder-mounted pistol.
It's so smooth. It's so smooth. This optic too is really close to what I was using. It looks like an L-can optic, like the Spectre. It's only missing the steady lines that go down. It's basically, when you're looking through an optic, you have a BDC in there, a ballistic drop chart. So like you ever seen like in an optic, like an aim point has all those lines going down, right? As long as you have it zeroed to the manufacturer's zero, if you line it up, you just have to line up the targets at the distance known, and then you'll hit every single time.
Right on, right
So yeah, the one thing about rolling white light, especially if you haven't cleared already, you're just giving away your position. If you're running white light, a lot of the times is you go black, and then once you get to a section, white light really quick, go black again, move, white light, see where you're going. You can almost walk in the dark. It's kind of like, we call it taking a snapshot. So if you walk into a room and you do a quick white light for like a second or two, your mind just got burned an image. It's like basically taking a photo with the flash, and then you like know exactly the outline of it, and your mind has like memorized it because you saw it for a second. So then you would walk a couple steps, get to a good part in that room that you're pretty far away from where you did, snapshot again, boom, boom, and then keep walking. And proven when you're doing a real condensed map and you're right in each other's face like shipment or rust, and you need something to just take out numerous dudes with one pump, you're gonna use a shotgun.
Yeah, I tend to use a shotgun.